What's up guys, Delta here, and today I just wanted to give you some insight to what I believe are the best settings for Battlefield 1. Most of these options are just a preference, but I feel like some of them are better changed than others. First we will be dealing with the video settings. The two major features of the basic tab would be the field of view and the motion blur. The higher number the field of view is, the more you'll see, and the less the number the field of view is, the less you'll see. I like playing on a 90 field of view. I feel like this gives me the best side of my environment while playing. Next thing I would highly recommend is turning your motion blur completely off. It kills your frame rate and also makes the game feel more responsive with the motion blur turned off. Next, go to the gameplay settings. Now let's start from the top with the chat log. I would recommend setting it to when active, along with the inventory, which means that it will only appear when something is typed in chat or you use something in your inventory. I believe this is a crucial setting because with it always being up there, you can miss a sniper glare or an enemy movement from the space it takes up, so I recommend keeping these both at when active. Crosshair color and visibility is also a crucial setting. You want to make sure that you can always see your crosshairs in the terrain so that when you play, if you run across an enemy, you can see them so that you are not impaired and get gunned down before you can find your crosshairs. I like to leave my crosshair visibility at 100% and my crosshair color at default. This is just what I have grown used to, but play around with it and see what works better for you. Usually the kill log is turned off by default, but I recommend turning it on so that you can monitor if the player you were shooting at was actually killed by you. Then with the kill log filter, I recommend leaving it on nearby so that you're not seeing every kill in the server but only what matters in your general area. The next critical setting will be the colors of your hit indicators. I highly suggest making it so that every hit indicator is a different color, so that when you are firing at someone you can tell if you hit them in the head or if you hit them in a non-crucial spot. Make sure as well that your hit indicator visibility is on 100% and that the damage base shape is on yes, so that you can tell the damage you did as well from the color, but also the size and shape of the marker itself. Scrolling down a bit further, there are minimap options. I like to keep most of everything at default, but I would recommend turning your minimap size to 125% so that you can see more of what is happening around you. Then also turning the show stationary weapon setting to all instead of on heavy so that you can find everything from a look at your minimap. Then next, the ADS icon opacities. I would recommend changing the objective icon opacity to 30% since you would probably already know what objective you are going for. Then next, for the friendly soldier opacity, I would recommend setting it to 30% as well so that if there is a huddle of friendlies in front of you, you can see through their icons. Lastly, make sure that the enemy soldier opacity is set to 100% so that you have the best chance of seeing the enemy's icons in front of you. Then when going to the audio tab, I would recommend changing it so that my team speaks my language is on, so that when someone is asking for ammo or is asking for a medic, you can tell what their character is actually asking for. Then another important setting is the announcer voice. I personally have mine set to female so that I can hear the higher pitch over the lower rumbles and explosions of the game. I believe that DICE has set up Battlefield settings to allow the user to tune them to their liking. Make sure to play around with them and find the settings that work best for you so that you can be a better player on the battlefield. Thank you for watching. This is Delta signing off, and I will see you in the next video.